them start off earlier today, but they ramped up to their final-ish form, maybe. Maybe they'll get better.
We'll see if they got another form past this one. I also just want to give credit to Axel Toss. He did something different than James Bott, so I guess the world's ending. But we'll find out. It's time for the grand finals of the North American region. 7 games, and we'll crown one champion. Will it be NRG for the 3rd time in a row, or will Atelier finally dethrone the online gods? It's NRG in the blue and Atelier in the orange. And it'll be Atelier starting out on the offense here. Matt gets onto the backboard, no follow-up from Turtle. That'll be Garrett and Fireburner able to press out. Sizz with the clear from the back. Game 1 here set to go on DFH. Ball rolling into the box. It'll be Garrett putting that one away. Turtle going for the bumps, but Garrett was able to get away in time before that ball just rolled in for a nice lazy goal number 1. Fireburner trying to get up and trying to get into the way, but Turtle will put it into the corner, trying to get it out towards Sizz. Here it comes. They'll take the shot. Garrett with the block and the quick transition. Will this go in? It certainly does. Fireburner puts the first goal on the board.
There's the turnaround, and they're starting off 1 shot to 1 goal. Garrett contesting that. Honestly, that was on Garrett as the last defender to try and read the pass from Turtle over to Sizz. He put himself in a place where no matter what, Sizz really didn't have an angle, even if the ball came a little bit quicker or a little bit slower. He couldn't get around him without missing the goal.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful block that turned immediately into a clear pass. They're able to get the first goal on the board here. NRG starting things off. And we'll see how Atelier responds here. Turtle and Matt missing on the walls. This one going downfield. Jacob to try and pop it above Sizz, who slows down. Reads it into the corner. Tries to get it past Fireburner, but it's aloft in front of the net. Matt there with the first touch. Open net. If they can just one more touch on this, it doesn't make contact. Any touch onto that into the net would have outpaced Jacob. But both Matt and Turtle miss, and that leaves it open for Jacob, who clears it away. Still a 1-goal game with 3:30 left to go.
They didn't miss the shot. They were just trying to give it to each other.
Sure.
They're bros. And they're like, no, you take it. No, you take it. And
Oh, man, neither of us took it. This is sad.
It's okay. There will be another time.
There will be. Garrett G going to fly this one down into the orange corner. He's going to try and take the shot. Oh, dear. Matt got hung up. There, was not able to flip correctly to block that one. And that is 2-goal lead now for NRG.
There's a lot of time left for Atelier, but they don't seem to really be on form compared to what we just saw them come off of earlier in the day. They really dominated their last few games. They had so many goals. They were such high-scoring games considering the day and the weight in every single game. But right now, it seems that NRG seem to have form.
Fireburner loft that one in the corner. Turtle will push it away. Remember that against Denial, Atelier's game number 1 was brutal. They got scored on 4 times in the first 2 minutes. NRG here not putting up the same level of numbers. Great shot from Garrett, blocked away by Sizz. But Atelier managed to bounce back in 7 games to win that series. So nothing is over until the final game. Fireburner puts another one in. That's 3 now for NRG as they are out to a nice substantial lead.
And nothing's over until Fireburner tries to triple on you.
Yeah.
Sizz just couldn't get up in time. That Batmobile, the flicks off that thing are impossible to read. They are frustratingly high, but again, Sizz probably should have made sure he either jumped higher or contested just a tad bit earlier.
Matt up to contest Fireburner in the corner. Sizz goes airborne, pops down to the middle. Turtle looking for an opportunity, misses as Jacob gets it past. And it'll be Matt in the back as Jacob tries to dribble here. Gets it past Matt, the 1v1. 1 out by the North American MVP. He'll put that one in. It's 4-0.
Right now it seems that individual plays where NRG is succeeding. Jacob with a dribble right after Fireburner had a dribble himself.
Does the bot wiggle.
I've never seen one there in the corner.
It always happens inside the goal.
It was great.
And Garrett gonna pop this one slow. NRG right now wholly in control of this game offensively. Matt to try and pop this one out to Sizz, but Fireburner there first. Gets contact. Plays this one down. Turtle over to the side. Jacob with the read. Misses on the wall. Lets Garrett pick this one up. He's playing slowly as Matt tries to wrap it around, but now Fireburner back out. Slowly pushing ball control deep into NRG territory. Sizz's shot goes off the post. Garrett reading that one, able to push it away. But Atelier still holding on to ball control. Where game number 1, they saw themselves drop 4 goals and then bounce back to a 4-3. They can get their momentum going here in the end of game number 1. Even if they don't get the win, it's good news for Atelier.
Yeah, that was actually nasty by Turtle. Really just trying to mess with Fireburner's head. looking like he was going to go for the bounce shot, wait for it to touch the ground just at the perfect time.
Yeah.
Clear it up towards the crossbar, but instead he just lets it drop and watches Fireburner whiz on by.
Ooh. Speaking of Fireburner. For some reason, I wanted to call him Firebird all of a sudden.
I call him Fireboy all the time.
Fireboy.
Fireboy.
Do you have a pet Firebird? I don't know. Sizz gonna let that ball just flip right over the top of him as he tries to keep the pressure on in the blue, but Garrett's just got all of this one. He's gonna double tap it in. No, Turtle will block it away. And Matt will be able to pick this one up. Nice dribbles here in the middle. Jacob will tackle. He bumps Turtle, who was moving up for the pass. The thing that we saw that was so deadly from Atelier earlier was their quick infield pass plays. If they can get those going, I'm not even sure NRG will be able to keep up, but right now, it's kind of all NRG on the offense as they're up to 5-1.
Seems Atelier might be a little out of juice right now. They're not making the contact they were before. A couple of good moments, but right now, 5 goals to 1. It looks like they're struggling a bit, but I can see they're having some fun in there. Fun in their own chat. There's a lot of good sportsmanship going on right now.
Fireburner to play this one down. Matt over to the side, up to the waiting Turtle, puts it onto the backboard, and Sizz with a shot towards the net. NRG will clear it away and get the transition. Matt comes from the back. Final minute of gameplay. And this game all but over already, as NRG is out to a 4-goal lead. And we'll see Atelier trying to see if they can get some momentum going here in the end of the game. Again, at this point, they're not looking for the win. They're just looking for some semblance of offense.
At this point, they're trying to fight the Brazil.
Yeah, exactly. Just don't allow that to happen. You know a team like NRG will be able to try and pull it off. Good block there from Turtle.
He almost followed that through.
Any other player, I'd be like, it's not happening. But it's Jacob. Hashtag just Jacob things. It'll be all over this match, folks. Jacob on the wall will try to pull this one off. 18 seconds left, down by 4. Game number 1. He pushes it through. He just keeps on doing the dribbles. How?
Oh, this isn't too great. Sizz tried to come up for that, but he got dunked through by Jacob.
Man.
Turtle left on the ground. There's no reason for him to go up for that. Sizz just coming from an angle where he didn't have a lot of momentum to pinch that out, and now 15 seconds away from a Brazil.
Though, what a stylish way to begin the finals if they were able to pull this off. We haven't had one yet today. We've had some threats. We have not had an actual bona fide Brazil. Jacob out to Fireburners, back into the middle is Garrett there. He's in the air, takes the shot towards the net, and Matt and Sizz will slam that one down. No Brazil for NRG in game number 1, but they will get the win and just a commanding start to our North American finals.
Let's not forget, they're playing for a cool 10 Gs as well. First place goes home with $10,000 on top of league play, on top of midseason mayhem, on top of whatever they make it land. Lots of money coming these players' way. They've put themselves in a fantastic spot.
Dude, and Garrett already has 2 Gs, so, you know. He's got 2 Ts as well, which everybody who ever tags him on Twitter forgets, much to his chagrin.
And 2 Rs.
Dude.
He's a double.
He should just call himself like Garrett or Gurrit.
Gurrit, just
so there's 2 E's or 2 A's or something like that. And just have just double letters all over his name.
I kind of like Gurrit.
Gurrit.
Gurrit G, everybody. What a monster.
It sounds like the rifle. That rifle is actually spelled A-R-E, the Barrett.
Oh,
the
yeah,
50 cal. Anyways, game number 1, NRG. The North American online gods start out making exactly the statement we want them to make.
Yep.
And there's the 6-1. Almost closest thing we've actually had to Brazil. We had this happen one more time today, or one other time we got to 6-1. We've yet to get to 7-1. But do you think Atelier is going to be bouncing back? Do you think we're going to have a similar game in game 2, or will it be different?
I mean, just given the mood and the tone, you know, seeing how they're typing in chat, they're really just having some fun right now. I think Atelier, they're burnt.
Sure.
Burnt in the good way. I think they've had so much on them. I mean, considering like they made it into LAN when they weren't even playing, all right? They watched a game that qualified them in for LAN. In the interview with Turtle, he was saying, like, yeah, I was just kind of trying to relax. I, like, went into, like, a jacuzzi because I was, like, straight up panicking. Yeah. And I, like, didn't know how to handle it, and my phone blew up, right? Because I had to, like, because the jets turned off. What a cool way to find out you're going to LAN, by the way, while you're chilling in a jacuzzi. But then on top of that, now here they are. They're already in Season 4. They are now re-invited to Season 4 because they made top 2 in the regional finals. They're going to LAN. I think they're just like, they're too much on Cloud9. I think it's going to be a little too hard for them to just keep it together.
Too much on Cloud9. They are a free agent.
No, that's
just saying.
Hey.
Yeah, I mean the cash is always a good incentive. I mean, they are professional Rocket League players. This is how they make their career. So definitely playing for the money. You know that Atelier is not taking it lightly. But
Yeah.
it is good to see that there is good-natured Rocket League. This is what Rocket League's all about, right?
Yeah.
This is about having fun with this brilliant game and seeing it played at the best level possible here. NRG's putting on a show, and I'm sure that Atelier will be able to step up here. That game is an interesting phenomenon in Rocket League. When it seems that a team gets out to a substantial lead, they're just going to keep on going out further and further. So once you get out to like 3-0, you might as well be up 8-0 kind of thing.
I mean, on paper, a win's a win. Doesn't really matter how
Exactly.
high.
So as long as they can keep NRG from scoring a considerable amount in the early stages of the game, I think we will have a very competitive game. Shogun will let you press the button. You know, we'll have a real game. Fireburner trying to take a shot, blocked away by Atelier. Turtle to put it downfield. Garrett G in the corner to play it over the top of him. And now Sizz off the backboard. Jacob to play it over the top of Turtle, and Matt will be in onto the backboard once more. Fireburner misses the touch. Matt gets the bump. Can Sizz get him in to get the shot? He passes it to Turtle, takes the shot towards the net. The infield pass plays. Turtle not able to put that one on target. I think that would have been the most nutty shot he had hit yet today.
That would have been. Turtle really has been showcasing his skill this season. You feel like, hey, maybe Turtle's been quiet today, and then he just pulls something out that is just so hard for anyone to deal with. Matt and Turtle. Oh, the Turtle just pushing through.
Can they finish this one off? The screenplay was good to get it into the box, but not able to put it through. Atelier still looking for that first goal in game number 2. So we are scoreless with 3:52 left to go. Garrett G to play it across the half. And it'll pinch just rolling laterally along the 50-yard line. Sizz on the ceiling. Play this one away. He still has a second jump. He'll be able to pinch that one away. I don't know if Fireburner realized he'd be able to flip into that. Now Turtle down to Sizz. Playing this one out. Down into the box. Garrett will get there. 50-50. Neutrally just going into the corner. Matt and Turtle bumping each other. Oh, all 3 Atelier players in the corner now. But the ball pinches and just flies across the field laterally. And Fireburner gets a very light touch, so any mistakes that were made on positioning by Atelier not being punished by NRG here in the beginning of game 2.
The punishment really just does come down to that one touch. As soon as you see a mistake, your next touch needs to clear it. You need to follow through as fast as possible. And if you're not going to do it, they will retreat before you can shoot.
Matt gets a pass Fireburner, but the tackle means that Garrett will be able to pick up on the loose ball. Says Matt to play this one high. Fireburner now into the corner. Turtle is waiting on the wall. He and Matt will look to press this one out. It's crossing the field. Fireburner lurks in the goal. Garrett G goes for the 50-50. Now Fireburner moves out. Jacob trying to rotate in behind. Garrett and Fireburner up on offense. Jacob avoids the pit maneuver at the midfield. Grabs boost and then moves up on the aggression. Fireburner will be able to put it over the side as Garrett G falls back. Atelier with marginal ball control in their own half, but struggling to get it out. Finally, Turtle will push it through Garrett G. Fireburner will just pop it lightly over the top. Sizz will bounce it off of Fireburner, and Matt to try and set it up in the middle. A lot of oblong touches happening there in that corner. 2:04 left to go, still scoreless. Completely different game than game number 1 where we saw NRG out to a blazing start. Bumps in net. Atelier being very physical in the net, but oh, the overcommitment. Can Turtle get there? No, it'll happen as they get the breakaway goal. NRG scores first in game 2.
Getting caught off on offense, and that was only the 5th shot of the game. Significantly less shots compared to last game. That was literally number 5. Atelier had 3, and that was NRG's 2nd shot on net. And it was an open net clearing across, taking advantage of Atelier, pushing a bit too hard for that goal.
Atelier has been committing a player to bumping the goalies, but they have not been able to get the passes to capitalize on those bumps. And in that situation, you saw the player in the corner trying to pass in front of the goal, but instead it just goes to NRG player, and then all of Atelier is committed up on the bump offensive maneuver, and that just leaves the goal wide open. So NRG now up by 1 in game 2. They took the win in game 1 commandingly. Look to extend the lead here while Atelier is looking to see if they can tie this one up. Move on to take the lead. Garrett G around the corner, out into the box. Matt missed. Fireburner had the opportunity, but I believe he respected Matt, thought Matt would have that one, so just tried to get back and grounded quickly. Now Jacob in the air, goes for the touch, off the backboard, off the ceiling, is lofting back out to Fireburner, who drops it into the box. Turtle is there, and he'll be able to play it away. Sizz falls from the heavens to try and back pass it to Turtle. It works out. It's got them up on offense. But no cigar just yet.
Yeah, if Sizz had not have landed, it would have actually just pushed over to the NRG corner, and they would have had control. So as unconventional as it was, and it may have used some weird amounts of boost, it was still fantastic. Oh, Fireburner could have had that.
Second time we've seen Fireburner with a really decent opportunity and not able to capitalize here in game 2. Matt will pick this one up. He's got no support, though. He jukes out Jacob, but Fireburner tackles him up to his waiting teammate, Jacob. We'll see Garrett come in. 30 seconds remaining in this game. Only 1 goal scored so far, but Atelier with an opportunity to tie it up. Jacob plays it around. Matt in the corner, looks for Turtle in the midfield. He went for the shot, but he got blocked by Fireburner. Turtle doing everything he has to right now. 15 seconds remaining. They have to be aggressive. An extra goal won't hurt them here. They need to score. Turtle killing this one. Final countdown. Sizz goes for the bumps. Turtle goes for the play, but Garrett, even when he's being zoned by Sizz, still playing that one away. His day defensively started off weak, but he has lit it up here at the end. NRG secures 2 games in a row.
NRG 2 games away from being our 3-time regional champions. You know, it's almost like you forget that legitimately only NRG has ever been North American champion.
They have literally never been beaten in this matchup right here.
They're legitimate online gods.
Yeah, absolutely. Can they carry it over to LAN is always the question, but it's a best of 7. We've seen so many series where one team wins the first 2 games and then it goes all the way to game 7 here. This game was considerably less commanding of a victory, just the 1-0 from NRG. So if there's a time for Atelier to turn it on, it's right now. In their series against Denial, Denial took games 1 and 2, and then Atelier was able to bounce back. So nothing is over here. We still got at least 2 more games to play.
No one's taking risky plays. NRG had 3 shots on goal that entire game. That's not really like them. Usually, even just a few weird air carries that Jacob pulls off at least count as shots most of the time. But only 3 shots for them. They're just playing the safe game, which I really can't blame them for, because it seems that Atelier is a little bit like, if you take their like, when they're on their game, just like tilted like 30 degrees. They're not tilted, but like they're just not on. They're just like a little bit off. There's a couple of mistakes. There was a miss where one of them was just hilariously being like, what a save to their own teammate just to mess around. They're just having some fun. But, you know, this is a big deal. This is for $10,000. This is for the regional champion, the title. That only one team gets it a season. And only one team's had so far.
We will see if Atelier can dethrone NRG. So far, NRG has picked up right where they left off last season and is looking to remain the dynasty of North American online play. Jacob plays this one down. Sizz to block it away. Matt over the top. Rough rotations there from Atelier, but they sort themselves out well. Sizz and Turtle again, a double commit. And Matt in the corners just happens to be right where Jacob was putting the ball. Garrett up so early. These reads from Garrett as he falls down, challenging his former teammate Turtle. And Sizz in the middle. Pop this one high. Turtle tries to rotate. Jacob takes a shot towards the net. Oh, and it bounces bar down. The accuracy there. It's just throwing off the defenders. What a play from Jacob.
The accuracy midfield. You can even see Matt last second like, oh, I got to jump for this, don't I? He went up for it, but the shot was too strong. Jacob now putting them in the lead for the 3rd game in a row.
Oh, man. The post bounces and the bar bounces are the most difficult thing to defend. They're the reason that you always say that they're kind of the best passes if they don't go in, because either it's a great pass or it's a shot in, and it's so difficult to tell which as a defender to know what to prepare for. And you saw Matt there realize it's all just a moment too late that he has to go for it. And Jacob's shot goes in. 1-0 lead for NRG. They've gotten the first 2 games, and they are set to take the 3rd one now if they just hold on. 1 goal was all it took in game number 2. But plenty of time for Atelier to respond. Get a win column. Get a number in the win column. Get a W. 3:47 left to go. And Jacob will play that one past. Fireburner. Jacob and Fireburner just making Sizz look silly here as they slam this in for goal number 2.
Sizz turned around a little bit too early. He stopped there in the corner and realized, oh, I'm not in net. He did about a 16-point turn just to kind of face the ball, with Fireburner outpacing him there as well. NRG, they might be having some fun, but they're doing it with skill.
They are just playing their hearts out as they know how. Just completely relaxed, cool, loose and clean Rocket League we've got going on here. Garrett playing it through. Matt and Turtle tangled up in the midfield. No follow-up pressure from NRG. They'll be able to clear this one out of their corner, but Fireburner reading the clear. Keeps the pressure on. Matt right now uncontested. Will play this one over the top of Garrett G, but he's kind of lost ball control. Fireburner will be able to take it from him. And then Sizz picks it up off the touch from Fireburner. Now the ball back in midfield. Turtle Out to Matt. Can he make contact? Does not touch the ball. Fireburner will try to clear it out again, but Sizz right there. Sizz has had Fireburner's number for the last 30 seconds or so. Just following up after all of his touches. There's Fireburner out to Jacob. The connections. Garrett G and Fireburner both lurking in the midfield. What? Jacob doesn't need any help. Okay. Hashtag Jacob things. Here we go.
So it's hard enough to read off the backboard, but that perfect
The
corner,
roll.
look at it. Oh. Look at him. Jacob's an absolute monster.
I'm telling you, we saw the same situation with Maestro, where both of us as casters were like, oh, wow, I didn't realize that was going to happen until it rolled. I'm pretty sure Jacob in that moment, the moment he touched it, he's like, oh, that's going to do that nice roll thing. I'll just go up and get it.
Like a present.
Yeah.
Just like an airdrop right
in
front of me.
That's pretty for me. Yeah. Thank you. It's Christmas in May for Jacob. So he is now up 3-0 over Atelier. A win here. Oh, that was a close one, but Jacob. It's Jacob that shuts it down. North American MVP for real here, continuing to carry his team. As he has been such a, oh, they get it past Fireburner. Dangerous situation. Turtle in the air, but Fireburner gets back grounded and blocks this one away. Garrett over to the side. Matt with the read. They've got the pressure on Atelier, trying to bounce back here after losing games 1 and 2. They've got the pressure onto the net, but they just cannot get it through any of the NRG defense. And this breakaway will be blocked away by Sizz, but Fireburner still lurking as a threat. He's going to go boost steal and let Garrett G move up and tackle the 50-50. Wow. Well done by Garrett.
Gibbs was saying how NRG ramped up through the day, and it seems like they're ramping up in the series as well. Now with 7 shots over Atelier's 3, they seem to be just getting more and more prevalent on offense.
Jacob watching, plays that one through. Turtle had the read, and we'll play this one up to Matt. Garrett G back out towards Jacob. Turtle will shut this down, try to roll it around. Fireburner with the read. 1:30 left to go, 30 seconds per goal. It's about the rate that Atelier needs to score to bring this back. They get the transitions. They're able to get ball control in their half and transition out, but right now they are really struggling with getting any meaningful passes in front of the net to allow Turtle to score like we were seeing earlier. Most of those passes being shut down by NRG. So Jacob will just tackle Turtle there. So try and follow this one out. Garrett will be able to put that one through off the side wall. Sizz will try to kill this one. Final minute of gameplay. Goes for the mind game. Garrett tries to tackle. Turtle will come in from the side, take a shot towards the net, but there's Fireburner playing it straight away. The impeccable defense here from NRG. They're able to hold on to this scoreline. That's back-to-back games they have shut out Atelier as Fireburner puts just one more in. A nail in the coffin. You could say 4-0 with 40 seconds left to go. And just right now, Atelier has like no answer for NRG, especially on offense.
They have 6 saves right now. That's the best answer they have.
They have 6 saves, and they're down by 4.
It's definitely been the NRG game right now. And I think on top of that, it feels like Atelier are having a hard time thinking one step ahead in general. Even with each other, they're kind of tunnel visioning as individuals. I feel like it's been a really long day for them. I know they really only played 1 series, but just with so much on the line and with all the mayhem that has been North American Rocket League.
Sure.
I think they're just so surprised to even be here as is, and it just feels like they're having a really tough time just communicating a little bit, not in a toxic way, but
Garrett to Jacob.
Oh my.
Beautiful pass.
What is the speed on that bad boy?
This is, what was it, 116.
Oh
man, 116 within the box. Yeah, no good luck blocking that. Unless you're already in the way, there's no chance you're blocking that shot.
What a flip, too. He used the secondary front flip as well to get the pace on it. Jay Cobb.
These guys here, they are playing nutty Rocket League.
I mean, this is exactly what you'd expect. We've been calling them the online monsters.
We've been building them up, and they're like, all right, we got you. We will live up to the hype. NRG, 3 games in a row. We started the day with a sweep. You think they're going to just sweep in the finals? I don't think that's actually happened yet. I'll need to get confirmation on that, but I'm pretty sure, at least in Season 1 and 2 finals, somebody took a game off NRG. But right now,
I refuse to try and confirm.
Well, I'll let someone else confirm that. Do you think Atelier is going to be able to get a win here?
No. I think in general, NRG is a team that does ramp up, and they're at like 5/6 of the way of the ramp. However tall this ramp might be, they're getting pretty close.
I mean, like, Jacob's been doing crazy stuff, but he hasn't been, like, I still feel like there is at least one more level. I haven't seen, like, the upside down backwards shots, you know. Yeah, I feel like Jacob still has one more form to reach, you know, and that's got to be scary for Atelier right now, because we definitely see all the ways that Atelier can improve, but to know that you haven't even pushed NRG up to the level that they are fully capable of, it's like, man, even if we do better, they're just going to step it up one more time, and then we're just not going to win. Yeah,
and this isn't the Atelier that we saw a little earlier. I really just think they're just a little off kilter. They're not as congruent together as we'd seen earlier. They're not really working together as much. They seem to be doing some individual stuff, and they're not really thinking that one step ahead. Like, Turtle might go contest it, and then I realize he's just kind of alone.
Sure.
No one's really following suit. And with NRG, they're just always reading each other. It's like the thing they got used to. I feel like when you're with, like, especially when they brought on Garrett, you don't have much of a choice. When you're with Fireburner and friggin' Jacob, you're like, I mean, I have to be one step ahead of these guys because they're always doing just the weirdest things. Yeah, especially to be the third man on that roster.
I do want to see. I feel like Turtle has to have some sort of incentive to beat Garrett here. Like, you know, your former teammate. I know they all left in good terms. There's not much of there's not much bad blood between those guys. But still, like, you don't want the one player that you struggled, the one player that left, you know, for him to end up in a better situation. You know, it's just you know, so. We'll see. We'll get the server figured out, get it sorted out just perfectly so that we have a good final game here. But yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know about Atelier right now. I think Gibbs predicted a 4-0 for the finals. I might be mixing it up with some prediction he made earlier, but I'm pretty sure he predicted NRG 4-0.
I think he did as well.
He's a wizard, man.
Axeltoss is the only one that gets Atelier, and it's not looking so great for him. It's not looking so great, but I really don't blame him.
He's just wrong.
He's terribly wrong.
Have you seen NRG? Yeah. I mean, have you seen them? Like, this is going to be crazy. If Atelier can bring this back, okay, right now, okay, here's the one thing.
Let's hear this.
Here's the one thing. What's this season been all about?
Reverse sweeps?
Reverse sweeps, all right. And what has happened? NRG won 3 games in a row.
Yeah. Oh, reverse sweeps. Might happen.
Just saying. If how perfect would it be?
It wouldn't be the perfect ribbon at the end of the season. You know, it's like
it would be kind of crazy.
Let's give you guys just a run for your money.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Yeah,
it's not gonna happen.
There's no more appropriate way to end this season. If it happens, I will blow my mind. But like,
you'll blow your own mind.
That sounds bad. My mind will be blown. We'll put it that way. That's much better. NRG still though trying to pull off the win. Can they do it in 4 games? I think Atelier can pull off a win. Okay, especially right now as they're having kind of this pause, this break to figure stuff out. If they can pull off the win, if there's a time for them to recollect themselves and kind of figure out what they're doing mentally and be like, all right, how do we get the win here? How do we get that $10,000? This is the right time for that. This is going to help them. This is going to benefit them more than it benefits NRG, I think.
It's definitely true. Once you mess up the guys that are like on the ramp and slowly getting to their groove, when you can put a hamper in it, I mean, perfect example in the bigger picture, Midseason Mayhem.
Sure.
Midseason Mayhem does that to a lot of teams. Some teams that are really ramping up, we see that's the turning point. Either a team uses it as a time to be like, let's do it. You know, Genesis was one of those teams. Yeah. And then you see the inverse was Selfless, right? They were able to pull it off. Although, I don't know if we mentioned it, but we definitely, the Midseason Mayhem curse is still alive. Whoever wins Midseason Mayhem doesn't go to land.
Doesn't go to land?
The Midseason Mayhem curse is still alive.
We'll see. That's what was that true? That wasn't true in.
Yeah, because G2 won Season 2.
It wasn't true in EU though. It's just an NA thing.
Oh, that's true. It's just a North America. Don't worry. Hashtag North America thing.
Hashtag just North American things.
Yeah, just North America things.
Hashtag just. Can you imagine if Jacob was on a European roster?
No.
Like, what would they do?
I don't know. I genuinely stand by the fact that I don't know who else can play with Jacob other than Fireburner.
It just has to be Fireburner.
It has to be Fireburner. It has to be.
Well, after a brief pause, we will get into game number 4. If NRG takes the win here, they cleanly sweep Atelier and are your 3-time North American champions. 3 seasons of RLCS, no one else has done it. Atelier's got the opportunity. But then again, every year there's been someone else who's had an opportunity and nobody's been able to do it. Garrett with a nice shot. Sizz will play that one away. So they had that goal covered from every angle. Now Sizz going to try and carry this one through. Turtle and Matt both looking at this one. They both move up. Bit of a double commit, but Turtle falls back quickly. Garrett G in the air, let this one fall. Turtle comes up, plays that one down. He and Sizz moving up together. Now Jacob off the wall. It looks like he's freestyling sometimes, but no, he's literally just playing the best Rocket League that it is known to man.
That's just how Jacob moves.
Yeah.
I think he tapes his stick in an awkward angle, and his car's just constantly doing weird stuff.
It's a handicap he puts on himself.
I'm too good for everybody.
I'm just going to tape my stick always to the left. That'd be pretty crazy.
Oh, that was actually a really nice angle from Sizz, being able to drop that back to Matt. Now Turtle's going to have a shot. Oh, or not.
Plays it across the field. Matt looking for an opportunity. Oh, he just misses contact. Jacob and Fireburner in the corner will pinch that one all the way back to Turtle. Deep in his own half. He'll get the clear up towards Matt, but Garrett G just riding right above Matt, makes contact first. Now back out to Turtle. He and Sizz in the midfield. Bounce in the middle. Matt back down. And again, the same thing I feel like has been true about Atelier all series. Can Turtle drop this one to Sizz? So close, they block it. They just cannot get it through. They cannot get that final touch. Even if they get the passes, the defenders are there. They're either blocking the pass or they're blocking the shot. They're getting the transition, they're getting the positioning, but they're just not able to do it. And then just quickly, NRG flies back down the field. Fireburner puts the first goal in.
Both teams trying to run the hard cherry pick. Turtle forced to go up for this, knowing that Jacob could have potentially gone back for the redirect. But again, no one taking his place on the field. It left a nice wide open shot for Fireburner. And as we all know about his shots, they're really good.
They're really good. Both he and Jacob. When you think about their shots, like, really good. Jacob going to try and, could not put it in the goal on the double tap. Now Sizz has ball control in the middle of the field. Going to go for the counter play. Lining up the field, Matt. Trying to wrap it around the wall. Turtle out into the middle. Matt and Sizz riding right next to each other. Turtle goes up to buy time. Sizz is set up in net. Both he and Turtle. Jacob will back pass to Garrett. And Garrett takes his time going for it. Turtle will just take advantage of that. Thank you very much. They gave him, it looked like Garrett was like trying to bait Turtle in, but he waited too long to like snag the hook.
Yeah, I don't know what he wanted to do. If he wanted to potentially control it and dribble it up the wall, he just bounced it off the corner. Maybe he was reminiscing in the old days of Orbit. And he's like, here you go, Turtle.
Oh, wait. No, you're not on my team anymore.
You know, a little flashback.
Hopefully that's not just having a mental breakdown in the middle of the North American Finals. Sizz will play that one back, and just like that, with that goal from Turtle, they're tied back up. It's the best chance Atelier's had all series long. So they have actually had a response and tied up a game. Mac looking to just carry this one away from his goal. Fireburner up to try and push it through. Jacob also in position onto the backboard. Garrett G's watching. He'll wrap around and keep this one in the corner. Now Turtle up to play it away. Loses control. Fireburner will be able to play that one past to. What a setup from Fireburner. Jacob in to finish it. Drops it behind Sizz. Oh my goodness. Fireburner and Jacob are nutty.
This is Jacob. Look at the angle he manages behind. What?
He just stops the ball. So the ball just drops in.
It's not just that he was able to pull it off, it's that he thought to. He's like, I think Sizz is going to be right in front of me, so I'm just going to touch it all the way over here.
Oh my goodness. NRG making such a strong case for North American champions. Turtle, Sizz, and Matt right now in their corner rotating. Just looking to get any sort of clear out. This ball lofted high. Garrett goes up to try and drop it in himself. Pops it back out towards Fireburner. Takes the shot towards the net. A great angle just off the front corner of that Batmobile. 2-goal lead now for NRG.
Will NRG be the #1 seed going into land right now with 2 goals up? They're just playing clinical at this point. They just are not making mistakes. There is nowhere that Atelier can find an opportunity to bring it to offense, let alone score.
Turtle now in the midfield and try and take another shot here. Turtle, the only person who's managed to score here in this game for Atelier. Jacob will slow this one down to try and carry it over the top of Sizz. Can he get this in? No, Sizz able to fall back, fall toe-to-toe with Jacob and play it away. And now Garrett going to try and take this one away from Atelier. Matt gets the dunk on that. That'll drop towards the box. Turtle in to try and finish it off. And another demo onto Fireburner. This opens up a lot of space for Atelier, but they have not been able to finish it off just yet. Garrett will play it over to Fireburner, and they will transition back onto offense.
I wonder if with some of these air dribbles from Jacob, if some new people that are watching maybe think there's like a grab button.
Right?
Like to grab the
spikes.
Ball. They're just so clean. He keeps it perfectly on the nose of his car, controls it so well.
Well, we've seen a few times that ground dribble to air dribble. Woo, the pass play, the tight one there. Fireburner and Garrett making it a 3-goal game.
They kept doing one more pass than I expected. First fire to Garrett. He's like, all right, I'm going to take a shot. No, you, Garrett. He's like, no, I'll take one more. Passing it again, Garrett around Sizz. To be fair, there's nothing Sizz could have done about that.
Oh, man.
He was done for when that started.
Okay, and just as a reference, I think that's what Atelier needs to try and do. Maybe they can't do it with the 1-2-1-2, But what we saw with them against Denial was the infield passes. The small infield passes were so deadly. If they could pull that off here against NRG, I think they have a great opportunity to bring this one back. But right now, down by 38 seconds, down by 3 with 38 seconds to go. You just can't be down by 38 seconds. But they're so close to just dropping this one 4-0 cleanly. They have to light it up right now. Pull out your craziest stunts, or NRG will be your North American champion for life, apparently.
It's going to take 3 seasons for anyone to even think about breaking the record.
No, this is a crazy record they are setting right now. They're just going to keep on going. I don't care who you are. This is dynasty level play from NRG. Down by 3, 6 seconds left. Nothing else is going to happen. They might put in a nail biter. Nail in the coffin. That's what I'm looking for. NRG, 3 seasons in a row. Can anybody stop these guys? I would say no at this point. Look at them go as they go in for the 3rd season in a row. #1 seed.
And congratulations to them. $10,000.
Yes.
The #1 seed going into LAN. They have already gotten a buy into Season 4. This is the day for them. This must be the day of their year. Atelier now with seed #2 going into LAN and also a buy-in into next season. Both of these teams have to feel so good with how they performed today, how they performed all season, and NRG so far proving to be probably one of the most consistent teams ever in Rocket League.
Online, at least.
Yep.
We'll see. They have still their great nemesis line in front of them of the LAN. And can they improve to better?
Their nemesis is just the entire LAN.
It's just the idea of LAN. Because when it comes to online, dude, they are the Yoda of playing online. These guys, nobody can touch them here.
Yeah.
And oh my goodness, I cannot wait to see how they shape up at LAN. But NRG, congratulations again. We'll send